you're going to be able to hear the remarks on TV in a few minutes. I'm not going to give you a long speech. So why am I here in Warren today? Well, I love the people of Warren. But I'm really here because this country today faces a very dangerous moment. And what you and I do right now will impact not only our lives, but the lives of our kids, future generations, and in fact the entire planet in terms of climate. And what makes this moment unique is that I think for the first time in the history of the country, we are looking at a nation which is rapidly becoming an oligarchic form of society. And look, I don't care whether you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever. I do not think that the average American wants to see a handful of billionaires running the United States government. I was at Trump's inauguration. I somehow got pushed right into the front row. But there I was. Trump gets inaugurated. Right behind him are the three wealthiest people in America, Mr. Musk, Mr. Bezos, Mr. Zuckerberg. Together, those three guys own more wealth than the bottom half of American society, 170 million people. Got it? That's not all. Behind these guys are 13 more billionaires who Trump nominated to run major government agencies. What I'm going to speak about in a moment is, when we were all in school. This is Lincoln High School, right? Well, I'm going to quote Abraham Lincoln. And you all remember what he said at Gettysburg. So here is Lincoln at Gettysburg a few days after a terrible battle where many, many, many thousands of people were killed fighting against slavery. And a few days later, Lincoln goes there and he looks out at this battlefield. And in so many words, what he says is, these dead did not die in vain. And that what we must maintain is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It's the same issue right now. The issue is whether we have a government of the people, by the people, for the people, or we have a government of the billionaire class, by the billionaire class, and for the billionaire class. And let's be clear, the reason I am in Warren and why we were in Kenosha and Altoona earlier, why I've been in Iowa City and Omaha, is all of these districts have Republicans who are in Congress having won elections by rather slim margins. You have a congressman here named Mr. James, I understand. And what we are trying to do is go around the country and have people stand up and ask these members of Congress whether or not they are going to vote for what we call a reconciliation bill, big bill, which will give over $1 trillion in tax breaks to the top 1% and make massive cuts to Medicaid, nutrition, education, and the needs of the working class of this country. So when I am asking Congressman James today, I'm from Vermont, I'm here in Michigan. Well, you know what? If he represents you, he should be here, right here, holding the town meeting just like this. What democracy is about. He has the right to make his case, to tell you what he believes. You have the right, respectfully, to ask him questions. And I think the key question is, will he vote for that disastrous and unfair piece of legislation? Now, the reason we've been going around the country, as many of you may know, in the House, there are 435 members. The Republicans have a very slim 3-vote majority, I think it is. 3 votes. Which means that if 2 Republicans go to the Speaker of the House and say, Speaker Johnson, you know what? We just cannot vote for tax breaks for billionaires and cuts to Medicaid and education. 2 Republicans do that. That bill is dead. I hope very much that you will convince Mr. James that he should be one of those Republicans. So, and make an offer that he can't refuse. That is, if he's not one of those Republicans, his tenure is going to be very short indeed. So that's why we're here to do everything possible to see that there are not massive cuts, not only to Medicaid, nutrition programs, but to Social Security, to veterans programs. They just announced the other day that they want to cut veterans employment at the VA by 87,000. Do we have any veterans here in the room? No? I think no matter what your political view may be, I hope every American understands that when people put their lives on the line to defend our country, we keep our commitments to them. I want to say, but again, look, the kind of turnout that we're seeing here, I think we have 5,000 to 6,000 people. What it is, it shows the whole country. It shows Trump and Musk and the whole country that we are not going to sit back idly and allow this country to become an oligarchy. We're not going to sit back and allow our country to move toward an authoritarian society. And we damn well are not going to give tax breaks to billionaires and cut programs to working families. Thank you very much.